Hi there. Thanks for taking time to join this um, another series of video sessions where we talk about the AKRA conferencing portal. It's just basically a web conferencing portal that we have to offer with all the rich features of a video conference facility. If you remember the introductory session, we talked about the two basic features that we have to offer, the web conferencing and the on-demand sessions, which leads to the video conferencing page where you could go ahead and start using the video conferencing facility that we talked about with the various features that we have incorporated as part of this portal. And we also talked about the events. Just to recap, we have two types of events. We have the public events and the private events. Public events are the ones which are basically knowledge sharing sessions or the trainings where the students can get involved, and it is free for grabs. There are no approvals required, so there would be a lot of ongoing trainings and knowledge sharing sessions which the students can participate free of cost. Besides, we would also have the private events. So private events basically are require approvals from the teacher or the moderator of that particular event to gain entry, getting access to the trainings or the knowledge sharing sessions and be part of them. The private events could either be paid events, or they could also be at a zero cost as well. So it all depends how the moderator had scheduled those events for the respective participants to be involved in. We also talked about the features that we have to provide as part of the video conferencing facility, and we talked about the various features in terms of the record and playback, whiteboard, the desktop sharing, and so on and so forth, which I'm not going to get into the details because we already have a video talking about the various features that we have inbuilt as part of the video conferencing facility. So what we will do is we will start by registering a new user, and then start exploring the various features and pages that we have to offer as part of this portal. So I click register, which takes me to the register page. We have made the registration process as simple as possible with not much fields to enter. So we'll start off by entering an email ID. So in this case it would be a administrator, not necessarily an administrator, but any email address you want to prefer. So I would give the name as Ash, and the web conferencing can be Ash, or it's the your unique meeting ID as against what your full name is. So it's up to you whatever username you wish to have. Then we give a password to this, and we register, and voila. So we have come to the my home page. So what we are offering is we in fact generate a activation code which gets sent across to the email provided, and at the same time we don't want to restrict the user to explore the various pages as part of the video conferencing or the events that we have to offer as part of the portal. So but it is necessary for the user to get into his email and activate his code so that he can start exploring the various other sub features that we have to offer. This is the my home page. So as soon as he registers, he gets to the my home page. This particular widget leads to the video conference. So this is the URL for the video conference, and we can start a meeting. It directly triggers a video conference, and it has all the features which we talked about. And if you want to involve other participants, he can send an invite to the people he wants to. So let me click invite, and this takes me to the invite page. So he can send across the email to any of the participants of his choice. In this case, it can be, let us say, I'm just giving an email address at gmail.com, or he can so choose any other users who have already been registered as part of this particular portal. So it's up to him. And at the same time, you can schedule the meeting on the date and time of your preference, and at the same time you can also have a cost attached to it. So if you want to make your event a paid event, you want the users to pay and then get involved in those events, so you can do so at your own will. And then you will also give a title to this, say introductory session, and details of the introductory session, and you send the invite. Well, so which takes us to the alert, which pops up saying that the invite has been sent, and the respective participants can join that particular session, the video conferencing session, on that date and time as has been scheduled. The other feature we have here is basically the submenus. Here we have the profile. It's the normal profile editing. The user would want to do the account settings if you want to change the account settings, and the activity list, which talks about the recent activities that particular user has been involved in. So once you activate it, you'll be able to see all the activities that particular user has been involved in. So this is basically the profile management for that particular user. And the other widget we have here is the events. So events, as I was mentioning, is more to do with the knowledge sharing sessions or the trainings that the user can either create a new training event, or he can view the existing ongoing as well as the recorded events, which can be either in the form of a public or a private, and he can start getting involved on those events which have been listed. So which we will now get into. First, we can get into creating a new event by clicking a create a new event button, which takes me to a create a new event page. So I'll do, let us say, give a name to this, introduction to project management, let us say, and this session talks about introduction on project management. So we give some description to it, and as I was mentioning, either he can make this event public or private. So if he leaves the checkbox unchecked, then it becomes public. If he can make this private, and it gets shown like this. So these are the examples of how it's shown. So if it's a private, it shows with the red icon here. If it's public, it shows another different icon and says it's public. So for now, we will leave it as public, and we will create the event. So this takes us to the event page of the event that we have created, and it tells that this description, and we have only one user attached to it. We can have as n number of users by clicking users and getting the other participants involved by sending across the invite. Besides, we have the web conference. The web conference talks about the web conferencing meeting ID, which is tagged along with the respective session, and you can invite the people as we had looked earlier by sending across the email invite to the respective participants whom he wants to be involved. Then we also have this is the invite which we talked about. So Besides, we also have a feature called wall. It's nothing but similar to the Facebook wall, where the participants or the users of this particular session can send across messages which gets posted on this wall, and the other participants can have a look at the respective messages and start contributing as part of this particular event. And we also have an admin facility. This helps you to customize your events even more further. You can upload files which you want to present, and you can maintain a document repository, a list of all documents for this particular session, and you can admit people or participants of your choice, and which will take you to the list of all requests or invitations that have been sent across to this particular event. So this basically summarizes of what in training or a knowledge sharing session, in this case an event, that we create and get all other participants to be involved in. So this is, as I was mentioning, is a free trial version where you can have a hang of the features and the video conferencing facilities that we have to offer. Besides, you can also look at the other events which are ongoing, and as I was mentioning, can be either public or private events. And if you look at the events here listed, so we can look at the events which are private, which is in red, and the ones which are in public, which are green. So you can participate in any of the events which of interest of your choice, or the subject of your choice, and be part of this particular knowledge sharing or the training sessions that happens across all the users. So this summarizes the overall features, both from the user perspective, from profile management to the creation of the training or the knowledge sharing sessions, or also getting involved in the ongoing events. So I would request you to please get into the portal, register yourself, and as I was mentioning, it's free of cost. And please don't forget to share your comments and see how best we can improve further on this portal that we have to offer. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking time for watching this session. Bye bye.